Ho, ho, ho!
Welcome to another holiday edition of Smash Writing. I'm Paul, this is Justin, and today we are reviewing Santa Slay. This was obviously Justin's pick.
You only let me have one.
No, I didn't.
I wanted three. You said I had to only have one.
Okay.
You think I would have went with Jingle All the Way over Sleigh Bells? Come on. You know me better than this.
Yeah, but it was a flip of a coin, and we had to make this a little bit more or less about dark and fucking killer Santa Claus.
Sleigh Bells is Krampus.
Oh, yeah. So, the film stars Bill Goldberg.
Goldberg. Gorg.
As the most lovable Santa Claus you'll ever meet.
He's got the best Santa suit you'll ever see in a movie. That's for damn. No joke. He's got the best Santa suit I've ever seen in a movie. But
go ahead and give us this over-the-top plot.
Pretty much what has happened is that 1,000 years before, Goldberg, a Santa, he's the son of Satan, and this was the time of slaying, as in slaying. But he lost a bet to an angel where he had to be good for 1,000 years and give out gifts.
Yeah.
This year, this year is the end of the bet, and he can go back to being what he was: murderer, killer, horrible. You know, the fun stuff. And we see this horrible family, the worst family you'll ever meet.
This was okay.
That was not. By the way, I read your text message. That was not her son. That was her son-in-law.
Okay. Well, no, because when you look up the credits, his last name is their last name. No. So that was that was her son. That was not her son-in-law.
They are the worst family, so we'll just move with that. They
have a fucking Christmas dinner, and all they're doing is like harping on each other. Okay, I knew like for.
They have a little nappy dog with their own little bed.
Yeah. Dean Caid was like, it caught me off guard because I was like, Fran Drescher was something like, oh god, I first thing I thought because I never saw this movie until you told me about it and said, hey, we're gonna review it. I'm like, all right, I'll watch it. I hate Fran Drescher. So as soon as she started, I'm like, before the scene got to where she's at, I'm like, I hope she is not the lead, and I hope whatever happens, she dies right now. Because I will not watch this film. I will just let you take the lead on it and watch it. But then I got the surprise.
You got your wish. She died immediately because Santa came crashing through the chimney.
And good, because I was getting freaked out about it. Because I'm thinking, why is her son fingering her? Because you got the dad who's like criticizing the turkey. Okay. And then she turns it needs to be moist, and she's like, oh yeah.
Oh, I love that. She's like, yeah, that would be a nice surprise. That'd be a nice change of pace. And he's like, oh, I don't want to fuck the bird.
I just want to eat it. And then she's like, you don't want to do foreplay? I'm like, oh my god. And then you got the son playing with her. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, something needs to happen. And then here comes Santa Claus.
Here comes Santa Claus. Immediately kills the dog. I loved it. He stabs the dad to the table with the two forks and starts taking out the family.
One by one, yeah.
And then,
I like how Fran, she has the extended kill because she gets caught on fire. Yeah. She's half bald.
And then she gets drowned in eggnog.
Yeah. But go on with it.
Then we jump to a deli. That is the truest example of an old woman in the grocery store this time of year. They act like that if you don't say Merry Christmas. They're fucking assholes.
Well, not only that, she's bitching about the price, and she's like, because she gets a hoagie.
Yeah.
And the senior price is like 50 cents off. So he's like, okay, it's going to be $4.50. The first thing she fucking says, is that with my senior discount?
He's like, happy holidays. So don't you start that fucking political shit with me. Like, that's really how they act, man. That is the truest thing.
She's like, say Merry Christmas. And then he's like, Merry Christmas. And she says it back, and then she goes, fuck you. Or fuck off, or something.
You see her driving down the road, and Santa's sleigh led by a giant white buffalo.
Which they call Hell Deer, I think was under the thing.
He runs her off the road for driving too slow.
and that's good because, like, not to criticize any older drivers out there, but you know the stereotype one is they're bobbing and weaving, they're going slow. She's too distracted to even focus on the road. She had that coming.
Yes.
She had that kill coming.
But as he's killing his way around town, you get Nick and Max.
Okay.
Mac. And the relationship kind of deal here. But she's trying to start a relationship and he's oblivious to it.
Yeah.
And
stupid ass.
we meet his grandfather who's crazy and has a bunker under his basement. A nutcracker that fires like a gun.
Yeah.
But he starts to tell her, he's about to tell him the story of Santa Claus and what's happening. But he gets distracted when she brings over Wolverine that her dad shot.
Yeah.
But eventually, the next day, Santa makes his way to the deli, and Nicholas runs over when he hears the news, and after a random stop at a gas station. That is just a random scene.
To buy gum!
He wanted gum, and he ends up with smoker's gum. But,
I just moved here.
it's with violence in the city. But Santa makes his way to the deli, takes out the deli shop owner, and Nicholas. It's just when I think it's the first time he sees Santa, and him and Mac barely make it out.
Yeah, yeah.
And they run to the grandfather, and he dies when he gets run over with the sled.
Then Santa smashes his head in two.
And they try to ride it.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, he chases them down and catches back up to them at the school. And that's when the grandfather shows up, and he's the angel.
Yeah.
From 1,000 years ago. He lost his powers when he
married
his grandmother.
Yeah.
And
he chooses love.
He tries to bait Santa into another game. And his Santa's like, all right. And he rolls the stone. And Santa's getting ready to do it, and then grabs the old man and throws him into the hole.
Yeah.
But the angel's like, no, he's wrong. So Christmas is over. He's powerless. And the skeet shoot club shoots down Santa's sled when the one guy pulls out a bazooka. It turns out to be Mac's dad. But it was the pastor Santa. He was the horrible pastor.
Yeah.
He's the one who gets impaled on the fall, and the real Santa's gone, and we see him at the airport buying a ticket to go back to the North Pole.
You're sacked.
Yeah, have your sack been out of your sight?
And then you get the post-credit scene that thrills the wrestling side of Goldberg's fans.
The dying side. You're next. He actually did do well. I liked the delivery he had when he was actually talking and not just grunting at people.
This, I mean, it felt like the role, like this film and everything was catered to make sure Goldberg looks, like, awesome in this film. Like, it wasn't like he was out of his element. The lines weren't too long, and he was
That time zone speech is pretty long. I think it's the longest promo he's cut in about, 15 years?
About right. And at least he delivered it with ease.
Yeah.
So I felt like that was catered to him. Now, I gotta admit, I enjoyed the flip on Santa Claus's origins.
Yeah.
He's not, old Saint Nick. He is fucking the spawn of Satan.
And he's just fucking people up left and right.
And he is actually slaying people until the bet that the gamble that he lost, and he had to be good for 1,000 years to. And I like to get through the opening credits, or no, he was when Nick was flipping the book. Or was it the credits where
it was the opening credits? You do see the pictures, but you can't read out the words really.
Yeah,
it's in noise.
And but you do kind of see there was a small a picture before the bet of where this could go, but it was in over dramatic. And then you see how he had to transition through the years, and then boom, you get him killing the fucking pervert family. The kills were fun.
Yeah.
I did not like the character Nicholas. I thought he was a complete bitch.
Yeah, he was definitely ditzy as hell. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
open your eyes.
Mac was
Please, I
definitely
beg
leading the
Yeah.
charge on the law. She even fucking broke the glass when he.
Yeah, honestly, if you'd made Mac the main character, I wouldn't have a problem with this switch. If they
No,
would put Mac
no,
more
not
in
at
the
all.
lead.
Like, okay, if Nicholas was like the secondary character, then his dumbness
Yeah.
wouldn't affect my opinion of his character. 'Cause you're like, he's the second. Mac is taking the lead. Let's go with it.
Daddy, where did you get that bazooka from? Okay, we'll run with it. Why not? A lot of things happen. It's just like you just have to laugh and run with it, or else it's going to be bad time for you.
These Christmas horror comedy movies that you've been picking, I love the fact that they know this is going to be a bad movie, and it's so bad that it becomes good.
Yeah.
Like,
Because they lean into it.
yeah, like they embrace it. Like Goldberg being a fucking 6'5" fucking Santa Claus killing, you're like, dude, you know this is going to be a bad movie, but let's have fun. Let's just go out there.
I like the fact he hit a spear in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, I love the old Karen character, like just
Horrible human being.
yeah.
Run off the road by a buffalo. I want to be there for that speech. How did you like land on like buffalo?
Yeah, like pick of all the animals to pick, you're gonna pick a fucking buffalo, and then but you're not gonna call it a buffalo. You're gonna call it a hell deer. The crazy grandpa being an angel, like I kind of seen that coming.
Yeah.
Because like, yes, he's crazy for building a bunker, but the reveal. But then again, once again, this is not a movie that's going to make a reveal so complex. Like, you kind of saw what you were getting. Fuck, the title says it all. What
Yeah.
more do you... Like, you know any type
We
of...
were dead and buried.
There you go. See? That's what Santa did.
They had fun with the props, you know, killing people with the... choking people out with the reefs and stabbing people with the candy canes.
Candy canes. It seems to be a theme that candy cane is the main
Yep, that is
go-to.
that is the weapon of choice for Christmas murder.
You'll choke on this candy cane. I said, like, even Goldberg, like, carried his own. There was no really weak moment in the cast where you're like, oh, this actor should have been. Nicholas, to me,
could have been...
could have been the secondary
Yeah.
character.
Had they flipped Nicholas and Mac, I would have nearly...
Wouldn't have had a problem
Yeah.
with, honestly, with that. But because when you make the lead character so dumb and stupid, then you make the secondary character the...
Yeah,
Just
the one who's
switch 'em.
interested in him and trying to get his attention, like, why?
Yeah, it's like,
I just-
dude, she's attractive. Ditwit.
The doornails are fucking smarter than Nicholas is at times in this movie.
Yeah. So had they flipped the roles, I wouldn't have been a problem with Nicholas because you're like, well, he's a secondary character anyway.
Yeah.
He's not to take the lead. Overall, what's your review?
Oh, B.
You know what? I'm going to go with a B as well.
It's entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, you can't read into the story.
No.
It's just have fun with this. It's not...
if you're going to read into the
Yeah,
story,
if
then
you're
it's gonna
looking
be like
for
an
story, if you're looking for story time, you picked the wrong movie.
Yeah.
If you're looking for murder Santa Claus in the awesome badass Santa suit, you're at the right place.
And if you're looking for that, you got to understand that the stories are not going to be there. The acting's not going to be there. The budget's not going to... Well, I mean, you know what? The kills... I don't know what the budget was for this, but you can tell it went to the kills because it
Yeah.
didn't seem like cheesiness. Like it didn't seem like a bad kill where the graphics were bad.
The her being on fire was really bad.
Fire was a
Yeah.
tricky one, but I get what you're saying. But yeah, we're both giving it a B. Add it to your Christmas watch list.
It's that time of year. You have to, if you're stuck with family, watch Santa's.
Until next time.
Bye bye.